The 2024 elections are over, and it is official. John Dramani Mahama will be the next president of Ghana. And in this video, we are going to answer 3 questions. What happened? Why did it happen? And what's next for the Republic of Ghana? Let's get into it. So, what happened? 7th December 2024, all Ghanaians came out to vote for who they wanted to lead this country. There are 13 choices, but we all knew who the top 3 were. Elections started early in the morning, but people were not coming out to vote. Voter turnout was very low. By 12 p.m., reports started coming out of election malpractice. They caught a young boy holding 76 ballots for the NDC, which is child's play compared to the many attempts of rigging by the NPP. Boxes full of thumb-printed ballots were found allegedly belonging to the NPP. This was just one of many attempts. By 5 p.m., the polls were closed and counting began. This is where things started getting intense. By 9 p.m., results were showing the NPP losing the election at an alarming rate. They lost so many seats it wasn't even believable. People like Eslo Wusu, Katie Hammond, and Ma Lydia all lost their seats to their NDC opponents. There was no room for cheating or rigging on both sides. Ghanaians were on the EC like stink on shit. By 1 a.m., the NDC started declaring victory already because the gap was too much. And by 9 a.m. Sunday morning, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia held a press conference and conceded defeat. By the 9th of December, the EC officially declared John Dramani Mahama President-elect of Ghana, and that the NDC was now majority in parliament.
To declare His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as the winner of the 2024 presidential election and the President-elect of the Republic of Ghana with a total percentage of 56.55%.
So then, why did it happen? 2 reasons: voter apathy and public frustration. A lot of voters didn't come out to vote this year. For some, they were tired of the 2-party system and didn't care to vote. For others, which were the NPP, they felt their party had failed them, but because of their social engineering, they wouldn't go and vote for anybody else, much less John Mahama. But for those who were frustrated with the government, they went out and voted massively. On 7th December 2024, Ghanaians sent a strong message to politicians: put in the work or go home. So in places where the NPP had ruled for over 10 years, those seats were lost to the NDC, and those places became green. So then we ask, what's next for Ghana? Well, there are interesting times ahead of us as a nation because this election was a historic one. You see, John Mahama and the NDC are not just simply the next rulers of this country, but they are the supreme rulers of the country. The NDC is not just the majority in parliament, they are 2/3 of parliament, and according to the 1992 constitution, it takes 2/3 of parliament to hold parliamentary proceedings, meaning the NDC can do whatever they want and the NPP has to just sit there and watch it. This gives Mahama power to do anything: arrest anyone, pass any law, remove anyone from office. This type of power is unprecedented, never seen before in the history of Ghana. Ghanaians have given Mahama the mandate to do what he needs to do for their good. He can't fix the mess the outgoing NPP government has left him in 4 years. But with the power he has been given, he can steer the country towards the right direction, which is all up to him. He has already outlined things that he will do in his first 120 days in office, which sounds very promising. The NPP are already gearing up to make his job difficult, and we will keep an eye on them in case they try to sabotage the progress of this country to prove a point for their party. But we will also keep our eye on John Mahama as well and see what he will be doing. Because if he also plays, just like Ghanaians have showed the NPP, he will also see his smoothness level.